Okay, good morning, good to see you all. Today's class is going to be a flowy class for the most part, and it is inspired by the moon, okay? Moon salutation is very flowy. When we have a full moon, it's a time of renewal, a new beginning, letting go of the old. And more importantly, just to show you that you can have a very strong practice, it doesn't have to be the same. There are many ways to challenge your body. Today's focus is Kumbhaka. Kumbhaka means retention, breath retention. We've done that forever. I always say your middle name is pause. Inhale, pause, notice what you feel, where you feel. But scientifically, there's a reason why we pause. When you pause, you're building up CO2 in your body that triggers the respiratory center in your brain to promote more oxygen in your blood. It's pretty amazing, right? Beyond that, when you pause, you're also stressing the tissue, the organs, your diaphragm is fully activated, and that also helps the parasympathetic nerve system to relax and digest. Let me see here. I need to mute. All right. So when you stress the tissue, amazing things happen because you're detoxing, you're strengthening, you're eliminating toxins and emotions and stress and trauma. We're promoting blood flow. And at one point, we will put all of this together with a little myofascia later on in the practice. For now, you're going to get started on your belly. If you have any restrictions, you may or may not put your little noodle right around your hips. And then you could create a little diamond shape with your hands, where your forehead could be on the noodle or your hands under your forehead. Walk your knees back. This is wonderful pose for back pain, believe it or not. Draw the elbows back, your shoulders back. And allow your bones to settle down. You may even massage your sinus pressure points here. Turn your nose right and left a little. And bring awareness to your breath. From the get-go, every inhale, there's a little pause. Every exhale, there's a little pause. Walk your knees back slightly and very little engagement in your glutes, very little. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Allow your bones to sink heavy into the floor. And now with your next breath, visualize you breathing through your whole body, all the way down to your feet, to the crown of your head, your fingertips. Breathing to your low back. And then with your next breath, bring your feet aligned with your hips, Engage your glutes slightly. And now bend your right knee ever so slowly, almost like you're pulling a band. If you go too fast, you'll miss it. So bend your knee slow. And slowly let it go. Create an invisible line from your right heel to your right sit bone to your right SI joint. Left leg slowly, like you're pulling a band. Bend that leg slow. As if you're going to a count of 5, breathe. And then pull that band slowly down. Inhale. Bend your right leg slow. Glutes slightly active. Draw the shoulders back. Bend your leg to 90. That's it. And then pull it back slowly. Left leg, bend it. Glutes active, shoulders back. Notice if your hip points are even on the floor. And then slowly release. Good. Open your arms out in a T position. Gaze to the right, bend your right knee, and then slowly flip your right leg. We're not staying, we're just hydrating the tissue here. Glutes active a little, come back to your belly, use your core. Slow movement. Turn your nose to the left, inhale. Bend your left leg, exhale, travel. Massage your spine here. Kumbhaka, pause at the beginning, the middle, and the end. Come back center, inhale. Turn to the right, bend your right knee, flip it over. Notice what you feel in your spine. Stressing the tissue in a good way. Slowly come back center, inhale. Gaze to the left, exhale. Relax your fingertips. Slowly come center, inhale. This time we'll stay a little bit. Gaze to the right, bend your right elbow, and now flip your right leg, separate your legs. Relax your right forearm to the floor. Right leg behind you, Mary, the opposite way. Bend your right forearm, move your breath out of the way. And now keep your right foot wherever it is. Okay, Mama? And then just tilt right and back with your hip, just your right hip, but not your foot moving. Your foot is grounded, just your hip is shifting forward and back. Little. Breathe. Little movements, we're just hydrating the body, we're not staying deep and long here. Just move the hips forward and back. The right hip kicked up forward and back, and you're flossing your spine as well. Slowly come to your belly. Extend your right hand, bend your left elbow, flip your left leg behind you, separate your legs. Left forearm on the floor. Ground your left toes and now shift hips forward and back. It might be little. A pause in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Every breath is a pause. Your inner pillar of light is shining bright. So you feel and you notice where you are. Slowly come to your belly. Come to your forearm splits pose. Walk your knees back. And now lift your fingertips, draw the elbows towards your ribs, and your sternum, your breastbone is coming forward, widen your collarbones. The tendency is for people to loosen up. Your neck is a continuum of your spine. Let it just be natural here. With your next breath, bend your right knee to a frog. Glutes are active because you're doing a back bend here. Keep pulling your elbows back. And now look forward, bring all your weight to your left forearm. Glide your right fingertips. There's a lot of engagement here. Depress the shoulder, inhale. Exhale, lift your right arm. Open to a T, breathe. Notice what comes up, honor it. For 3. The pause keeps you calm. And 1, slowly come center, lower your head, take a little rest. Oh, that was a lot. Shift your hips right and left. Bring your awareness to your right forearm. Glutes are active. Slide your left fingertips forward. Still right leg bends. Depress the shoulder, lift your chest. Pull your right elbow back and breathe. Get inside of those sensations, shine your light. Stressing can create strength and mobility. Slowly bring your left forearm back. Shimmy right and left. All right. Left hand down, come to your right fingertips, and now you're gonna flip your right knee behind you. Come all the way up, scoot your left hip to the left a little, right hand behind you, and now give yourself a hug with your left knee. Left elbow, come up, little twist, spinal twist. Follow your belly, and now lift your ribcage up. Flex your left leg. If you're twisting to the right, your right ribs are twisting to the left. Breathe. Slowly gaze to the left. Left hand behind you. Lift your right fingertips, inhale, and now exhale, reach your right fingertips all the way forward. Core active. Follow your belly, gaze under your belly. Inhale, twist, change your arms. Hook your elbow, lift your chest. Breathe here. As you twist to the left, your right ribs twist to the right to keep your low back happy. Every breath is like a breath, tension, and pause. It's a bright light. Where do you feel? Now with the next breath, gaze to the left. Ground your left hand, 2 options. Inhale, stay here, or lift your hips, or lift your left foot to pistol. Keep breathing. Yeah. For 4, 3, 2, that's okay. Look at your left foot. Bring that left knee under your hip. Bring your left knee under your hip, and now walk your left hip further to the left. Extend your right leg, side plank. So you turn towards the leg, Cindy and Bob, towards the leg. There you go. Now everyone come to your left fingertips, so you're not putting all your life on that wrist. Breathe here, inhale. Up. Check. Text message. Breathe here, music is loud. Thank you. Knee to elbow, breathe. Better? Knee to elbow, 3 times. Extend your arm, extend your leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Now look at your left knee. Bring your right foot in front of your left knee. Fingertips on the floor, follow your belly. Widen your collarbone. 3 points of contact. Your mat of your big toe. Inner thighs are active, and then your mid back is a little light bulb. Turn it on, and now fly your wings and come up. Engage your glutes, draw the right hip back. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale from the hips, come all the way forward, fingertips on the floor. Draw the right hip back, follow your belly. Lift your palms up, fly your wings. Hands to your heart center. Lift your rib cage, twist to the right. Breathe. Find calmness and pause after your inhalation. Getting deep into your layers. With your next breath, gaze forward, bring your fingertips in front of you. Swing your right leg all the way to the left. Come to your forearms, interlace your hands. Walk the ball of your foot forward and back. Forward and back. And then next time, stay there, draw the left hip back, follow your belly. You can gaze to the left if you wish. Chest comes forward, hips go back. Slowly come to your hands, bring your right knee next to the left knee. Rock and roll, right and left. And when you're ready, come back to your belly. Take a moment, shake it off. Make a pillow with your hands, or you have that little diamond shape. Walk your knees a little further back. Glutes are active. Feet aligned with your hips. Glutes active, shoulders back. Bend your right knee slow. Slowly lower. Left leg bend slow, slow, slow. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the connection from your heel to your sit bone, to your SI joint, to your shoulder. One more round on each leg. And then with your next breath, come to your forearms, find your Sphinx pose. Walk your knees back, front of your thighs are active. Lift your fingers and pull your elbows back, chest forward. Sternum forward. Bend your left leg in a frog position. Engage your glutes because it's a back bend. And find ease, find ease. With your next breath, put all your weight to your right forearm. Slide your left fingertips forward. Try to keep your chest as best as you can aligned with your hips. Lift your left hand up. What's working? And then open it to the left. Like the arms in. Glutes active. Bring your left hand forward and down to the floor. Take a moment, breathe here. Yes. So when we work, we're not just physically working, we're going through all the layers of the body. Celebrate that. Inhale all your way to your left hand. Glide your right fingertips. Lots of glute activation to sustain that. Depress the shoulders, breathe. Lift your back ribs up. Stressing the tissue liberates and strengthens. Slowly glide your right forearm. Inhale, listen. Come to your left fingertips. Flip your left leg and come to your hand. Good. Scoot your hips to the right a little. Left hand behind you. Lift your right arm up, up, up. Follow your belly and then walk your elbow to your knee. Gaze over to the left. opposite, in opposite hands, mama. Yeah, you're twisting, right knees up, right knee, left knees up. Oh, you were right, sorry about that. You were right. But the opposite leg though. Right leg is extended, left leg bends. Yes, keep it upright, there you go. Now as you gaze to the left, left ribs rotating to the right to protect your low back. Ground the left sit bone down to the floor and breathe. With your next breath, gaze to the right. Plant your right hand, inhale. Lift your left hand. And now exhale, reach diagonal, core active. Fingertips on the floor, now follow your belly. Gaze underneath your belly. Lengthen your chest. Breathe into your back body here. Inhale, lift your left hand with control, don't be sloppy. Take your left hand behind you. Lift your right arm. Inhale, one more time, twist. Follow your belly, maybe you feel more space, more ease. You're smiling even. Catch yourself tensing up. A smile makes everything easier. Breathe. Where is the light in the midst of the challenge? You always ask yourself that. Where is that little gate that takes me to where I need to be, even if it's challenging? Lift your spine tall, depress the shoulders. Next round, some option. Gaze to the right, ground your right hand behind you, lift your left hand. Stay here or lift your hips. Glutes active, stay here or lift your leg. Pistol variation for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee under your hip, extend your left leg and walk your right fingertips. You're on your right fingertips here. Yeah. Draw the shoulder down with your chest up. 3, elbow to knee. Breathe, knee to elbow. Follow, use those obliques. Extend slow. Lift your leg or ankle to hip height. Use those glutes. And squeeze it in. And extend. Squeeze it in. Look at your right knee, left foot to 12 o'clock. Bring your fingertips in front of you. Shoulders back. Breathe. Yep. Draw the left hip back. 3 points of contact. Your mat of your big toe, your big toe, inner thighs, and the midsection of your back. Power. Lift your arms up and fly your wings. Each side is so different. If you feel wobbly, celebrate and ask why. And now with your next breath from the hips, core is active. Bring your fingertips. Widen your collarbone. Draw the left hip back. Squeeze that imaginary ball at your pelvic floor. Your glutes are active. Lift your arms up. Hands to your heart center. Lift your spine tall. Rotate from the ribcage to the back. Mount of your big toe, inner thighs. Lengthen your tailbone. The right glute is doing a lot of work. And your mid back for 3 and 2. Gracefully come forward. Ooh. Fingertips down to the floor. Take your left leg all the way to the right. Come to the ball of your foot and then to your tippy toes. Ball of the foot and tippy toes. Ball of the foot and the tippy toes. And then next time come to your forearms. Follow your belly, gaze over the right shoulder. Lift or lengthen your chest. Take your shoulders back and then chest forward. With your next breath, come to your hands, lift your elbows, left knee next to the right knee. Shift right and left. Nice. Have a little seat. How we doing? This, we're coming up to the main flow. That's the moon salutation. In yoga, we call it a ladder flow. A ladder flow means you're going up that flow and then you back it off the same way we started. We're going backwards, okay? So I'll just show you quickly so you don't get confused. We will open to the left. Imagine this is your left. Right wrist over the left wrist and then palms together. Not interlaced, but it's like right over left, palms together, all right? We will open from here, right and left, and then goddess pose, glutes are active. That's where your blocks are gonna be available. Then we're gonna take the left heel back and turn your right toes, Trikonasana. Pyramid pose, blocks are wonderful. You're gonna walk your left foot in a little. Anjalyasana, if you need padding, feel free. Blocks to the inside, the right knee bends, Skandasana or side lunge. Okay. Both sides. And then we do the same thing, we start from the bottom up. So it's low lunge, pyramid pose. From the bottom up, Trikonasana, okay? Goddess, and then the left leg goes to the right, so we go to the other side. Okay? Just follow. All we're gonna do is go from the left to the right, left to the right, and then we start all over again. So blocks in there, it's a very flow. You remember it's the moon salutation. So like it's like a little dance. Doesn't have to be perfect, just have fun with it. So blocks in the middle, I would say. And the only thing that might be tricky from goddess, look at me here, from goddess, you're gonna take that left heel, if we're going to the right, the left heel, turn it left way, to the left a little, and then turn your right toes. That's it. Left heel back, right toes forward. All right, so come to the edge of your mat, left side of your mat, so go to the back, yeah? Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment, feel the groundness of your feet. Kumbhaka, every tension. We take a pause through the poses, through the breath, through our life, through our situation. That's the practice. Bring your right wrist in front of your left wrist. Palms together. Bend your elbows, lift your heart, lift your arms, inhale. Take it over to the right. Lift your ribs up. It's okay to bend your elbows a little to free your ribs more. Slowly come all the way up, inhale. Exhale, take it to the left. Glutes active. Lift your ribs off your low back. With your next breath, open your palms, open your right leg, goddess pose. Lengthen your tailbone. Breathe here. Turn your left heel back, turn your right heel to your right foot a little, and then turn it Trikonasana. Triangle pose, you're going to the right. Breathe. Find your blocks if you need to. Turn everything to the right, bring your left foot in a little. Pyramid pose, any variation. Widen your collarbone, draw the right hip back. Drop your left knee down to the floor, Skandasana, glutes active, lift your heart, lift your palms. Lengthen your tailbone. Bring your blocks to the inside. Turn your right toes to the left, and then Skandasana or side lunge. Okay, so your right knee bends, Yes, you can stay inside lunge if you want to. Straighten one leg, the left leg is straight. Left leg, yes. You're still at the right side of your body. Good. Take it to the left, same thing, to the left. Turn everything to the left, drop your right knee down. Lift your palms up, Anjali Asana. Find the stillness, a pause after your breath. A light drizzling down your cells. And after the exhale, there's a pause, acknowledging. Pyramid pose. Ground your right heel. You can stay on the block. Trikonasana from the bottom up. Triangle pose from the bottom up. Breathe, ground, turn your right heel back. And pop into the leg. Yes, there you go. And then breathe and lift. Your hand could be way higher, right here if you need to. Yes. Okay, here we go. Goddess pose. Take your blocks to the center because you may need them later. And now left foot next to the right foot. Yes. Lift your palms up, inhale, right wrist over the left. Open to the right. Over time, you'll feel your torso getting nice and long. Bend the elbows a little and then to the left. Liberate your hands to your heart center. Pause. So go to the edge of your mat, wherever you were. You should be on your side. Inhale. Where did you start before? Left? Left side?
Started on the left.
Yeah, okay, so now you're on your right. You're come all the way here to the right side. Left wrist over the right, palms together. Inhale. Feet together, Mary. Exhale to the left. Lift your chest. Lift your back ribs off your low back. Come center. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Go this pose to the left. Breathing here. Lengthen your tailbone. Walk your right knee, right heel back, heel to your left foot, and turn your left foot Trikonasana. Breathing here. Find your blocks, turn everything to the left, pyramid pose. Bring your right foot in a little. Widen your collarbone. Drop your right knee down. Anjali Asana, low lunge, glutes are active. Breathe here. Yeah. Shift your weight back a little. Bring your blocks to the inside. Skandasana or side lunge. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Take it to the right, same thing. Turn everything to the right, low lunge. Drop your left knee down. Glutes are active. Arms down, pyramid pose. Just listen, ground your left heel, take your left heel back. Keep your block if you like, and then lift your left arm. Trikonasana. Yeah. Lift your right hand, goddess. Drag your right foot towards your left foot. Lift your palm up, left over right, open to the left. Lift it up, open to the right. Come all the way center, liberate your hands to your heart center. And there is your pause between the movement and the quiet. Shedding the old, renewing the new with your breath, your light, your intention. And your eyes. Now we do. Okay? Good? Okay. We're gonna do one more round of that. You kind of like know where you are. Blocks to the middle. It will move just slightly faster, but not sloppy fast. So we are on the right. Right wrist over the left. Well, you're on the left side. You're on the left. Yeah. Work on the right side. You're on the left side. Feet together, mama. Right wrist over left, palms together. Lift your palms up, glutes active. Open to the right. Feel, bend the elbows. Feel the joy in your thoracic spine. Slowly come up, inhale. Exhale to the left. Goddess pose, open your right foot. Breathe, lengthen your tailbone. Take your left heel to the left heel to your right foot. Slightly turn your right foot, Trikonasana. To the right, yeah. Find your blocks, pyramid pose. Bring your left foot in. Drop your left knee down. Glutes active. Anjali Asana. Both blocks to the inside if you need them. Lift your left knee and bend your right knee. Skandasana or side lunge. Wherever you are, it's all good. Take it over to the left. Hips are back, chest forward, core active. Turn everything to the left. Drop your right knee down, Anjali Asana. Take a pause between the movement. Palms on your blocks, pyramid pose. From the bottom up, just ground your right heel, lift your right arm, triangle pose. Push the floor, goddess. Left foot next to the right foot. Lift your palms up. I know it's a brain teaser. Left hand, sorry, right over left. Open to the right. So also we don't take ourselves so seriously and then take it to the left. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes it just has to be fun. Liberate your arms to your heart center. And then celebrate coming home. And remind yourself with all the challenges, you're still here. Hopefully in one piece. Last side, here we go. Left wrist over the right. Lift your palm up, inhale. Open to the left. Bend the elbows a little. Be committed to finding peace and then take it to the right. Goddess to the left. Turn your right heel out, turn your left toes, triangle pose. To the left, yeah. From your left foot, pyramid pose, bring your right foot in a little. Drop your right knee down. Anjali Asana, glutes are active, lift your arms up. both blocks to the inside of your left foot. Lift your right knee, Skandasana or side lunge to the left. Skandasana to the right. Turning everything to the right, low lunge. Drop your left knee, lift your chest up. Arms down, lift your left knee, pyramid pose. Round your left heel from the bottom up, lift your left hand up. Trikonasana. Push the floor, goddess, last one. Lengthen your tailbone. Right foot next to the left foot. Left wrist over right. Lift your chest up, inhale. Like you're floating, like you have no bones, no muscles. Take it over to the left. Visualize your bones are lifting you. Micro bending your elbows. Take it to the right. Slowly release. Revert your hands to your heart. Be grateful. Here is your peace. Enjoy it, internalize it, make it feel good and uplifting. And then in the back, there is a sense of pride that you could do everything that you committed to doing, whatever you could, and a sense of gratitude that you were able to do that. Slowly open your right leg to the right. Pigeon toe your feet. You can take blocks with you. And as if you're doing a very wide down dog, take your hands, inhale, and I exhale, draw the hips back and the shoulders back. Align your biceps with your ears. Bend your knees a little, core active, draw your hips back. Stay here, enjoy those hamstrings, the attachments. Pause between your breath. Bring one block under your nose, right hand on the block. And now bend your left elbow and open your heart. Then press the right shoulder, hollow your belly. The movement is from your ribs. Draw the right hip back. Gaze down, left hand down, bring the right elbow open to the right. And press the left shoulder, left hip back, follow your belly. Slowly gaze forward. Bring your hands and now heel to your feet. Maybe a block under your hips, maybe two. Sit on your blocks. If you have two blocks, I would say stack them the wide way, not the narrow way, Vicky. Put two, one on top of the other like that, so you have more support. Like that way. Yep. Open your feet wide, yep. And now lift your right arm, inhale. Come all the way forward. Breathe in here, draw the right hip back and take your right ribs back. And then slowly come back and rest. Left hand comes up, inhale. From the hips, shift forward, 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 core active. And I draw the left ribs to the back wall. Follow your belly. Slowly come back. Very nice. Slowly take your fingertips behind you. Bring your feet towards one another. Find your sit bones right in the middle. And now slowly lift one leg. Core muscles are active. Use those quad muscles, yes. And slowly release. Inhale. Pelvic flow in and out, or active, lift your left leg. Widen your collarbone, breathe, lower, and rest. Very nice. Soles of the feet together. Find your peace finger into your big toe. And now inhale. And then exhale, pull on your fingers and your hands. There's a little resistance there to lift your chest and follow your belly. Follow your belly a little. Follow your belly. Draw the shoulders back with you. Take your shoulders, depress your shoulders. Then slowly come out. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right heel off the floor. Keep the collarbone wide. Maybe you extend your leg. Maybe you take your elbow behind your knee and lift your chest up. Yeah. All options right here. Amazing. Lift your mid back tall. Slowly release. Bring your fingertips in front of you. Open your knees if you need to. And then slowly walk your hands. Core is active. Peace fingers to your big toe. Follow your belly, take it back a little. Lift your left heel. Big back, super strong. Stay here or extend your leg. Or take your elbow behind your knee. That gives you a lot of stability here. Yes, lift it up. Notice how your spine feels. Where do you need to deepen your engagement? Where are you going too much in your head? Change it. For 3, in 2, and 1. Slowly release it and come back. Okay, we did this last week. If you want to go to the full on the block, that's not easy. Okay, you can just play with it, tease your body, and then most of us are gonna take this down. Okay, follow your belly like we did, shoulders back. Maybe you just lift your feet off the floor. Maybe you take it up. Maybe you take your elbows back. And maybe you lift your chest up. And maybe you close your eyes. I'm giving you everything here. Keep breathing. One leg at a time is amazing. Lift your feet back up for 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Woo! Okay. Open your legs. Notice we had no chaturanga today. No down dog. Are you challenged?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have to do the same crazy repetition. Breathing here, and then the most important thing, joking aside, is finding the balance between the overdoing, the underdoing, and learning how to pace our nerve system. That's what we do in the practice of yoga. Okay, it's where we not just go all intense, like I would never in my life do the Bikram, ever, that's me. This crazy, very heat and very rigid, okay? Because I don't feel like I need to suffer that much. There's enough suffering in life. All right, but there are choices for other people. All right, so internally rotate your hips. Find your blocks is a great option here. Just to chill here, just chill. We don't have to go all the way down. Just breathe here. Core is active when you do forward fold. Flex your feet. And then when you feel a little more, maybe you come a little forward, or maybe you rest your forearms more on the low setting. And now look, my hips are going backwards, but my rib cage is coming forward. So visualize you want to go and sit towards the back of your sit bones. That's your visual. And then you're lifting your ribs up and over. And then some of you that are more flexible, of course, you can rest your forehead down. Okay, so make it easy. Your arms are relaxed. your hands. Now come into a little tabletop or reverse outer pose. Take your feet in front of you. I would say turn your palms, especially if you have wrist and shoulder issue, turn your palms away from you. It's very friendly for the shoulders because you're externally rotating. Pelvic floor in and up, inhale. Tuck your chin under. Lift your hips, push the floor. And now lift your chin in and out. Glutes are active. Squeeze your inner thighs for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. And cross your legs and rest. I'm going to show you where we go. We have one more little something, something, something. And it is a something. There are choices on the menu. Okay? Here we are. Everybody gonna put their blocks in front. Just watch me. And be nice to your body so then you enjoy the practice. We all gonna start with feet together. And then my standing leg is my left leg. Or I'll do the right leg so the mirror you can see me. Don't do it yet. Extending my left leg. Now, for some of us, this hip wants to come up. Look under your belly, all 5 toes are down, and this is my standing leg. My glute has to do the work. Draw the right hip back and in, chest forward. Micro bending your right knee. Then we're gonna go to little skater. Draw the right hip back. We did this before, right? Then you're gonna come to L shape. Micro bending your right knee, and then you're gonna come to either little tree pose or figure 4. Like so. That's step 1. We're gonna do it 2 times. Then you're gonna come into L shape gracefully. You're gonna get tired, but that's a good way to strengthen the joints and the muscles. Okay, square, here. If you want a little something, okay, but you don't have to. L shape, now listen. Push, figure 4, and now you might come all the way down, or your fingertips are here, or you're just here, like I showed you before. Wherever you are, you're gonna feel it, and you're gonna feel the muscles really burning in a good way. That's it. Ready? Stand up. Four blocks in front of you. Widen your collarbones. Your standing leg is your right leg. Lift your left leg to hip height. Draw the right hip back. Chest forward. Push the heels of your hand towards your knees. And now can you put less weight? Maybe you come to your fingertips. Oh, more work. For 3, yes. 2 and 1. Bend your right knee. Take your left leg behind you. And now draw the right hip back. Gaze to the right. Take the weight off your shoulders. Lengthen your tailbone. Feel it. Slowly bring your weight to your right glute. Extend your left leg behind you. Micro bend in your right knee. Either little tree or figure 4 and lift your arms up. From your hips, come all the way down. Take your left leg behind you. Light on your hands. Bend your right knee, skater. Take your left leg way behind you. Draw the right hip back. Lengthen your tailbone. After the storm, there is dessert, and lift your left leg way behind you. Inhale. Micro bend in your right knee. Figure 4 or little tree. And then either find your blocks or just come forward. Core is active. Maybe you own your blocks. I love the block variations because it really allows me to open my hips. Draw those hips back. Can you sit a little lower with your glutes for 3, 2, One, push the floor. Oh, release it. Yeah, the right leg, shake it off. So you give it an internal massage, acknowledging the strength, the challenge, the release, the mobility, the blood flow. All right, feet together. Your standing leg is your left leg. Shoulders back, chest forward, hollow your belly. Lift your right leg. Look under your belly, all 5 toes are down. Draw the left hip back. Light, maybe fingertips on the blocks. Bend your left knee, skater. Take your right leg behind you, gaze over the left. Draw the left hip back. Gaze forward, bring your weight to your left glute, lift your right leg, L shape. Bend your right knee slightly, lift your chest up, either little tree or figure 4. Woo! Lift your arms up, glutes are active. Flex your right foot. Fly your right leg behind you, L shape. Skater. Lengthen your tailbone, maybe your hands off the floor, maybe not. Open to the left. Bring your weight to your left leg, fingertips on the block, right leg back. Bend your right knee slightly, come all the way up. Little tree, figure 4. Stay up here or start to sit back. Maybe your hands in the air, maybe on your blocks. I love the block variation. Walk your blocks in front of you, and I draw those hips back, back, back. Draw the shoulders back with you. It's only temporary, and then you get stronger. 3, 2, 1. Push the floor, come all the way up. Woo! All right, come down to the floor. Ay, 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 all the way to your belly. Take a little water break if you need to. Downhill from here. All fun. So always remember, I keep saying that because to me, the most important thing is how do you transform your life from the practice? How do you give yourself the school of life when things are challenging? This teaches you that. How do you sit in the discomfort and you try to wiggle your way through all of that? All right, so you have your noodles or your towels or your balls. Preferably you have the towels and all that. If you have a towel, roll it like so it's really, really tight. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. We're gonna go to 11 o'clock this time. A block next to you in case you need it, but you might not need to. So shift your body to the right. Take your left hand to 11 o'clock. Your noodle or your balls are close by you. All right, and I'm gonna take my right leg back. You can rest your head on the noodle for now. Where's your noodle? You have it. I have it? Yeah. Oh, I took all of it? You did. Such a breed. Okay, rest here for a minute. Now we're focusing your glute a little active, Mama. Flip your right leg behind you. Gaze to the right. Yes. If that feels a lot, bend both knees for now. Yeah, bend both knees. Yeah. No need to struggle. Remember, you want to be nice to your connective tissue. If you go too far, too fast, it's going to get angry. So breathe in here, take the weight off your shoulders and your knees, your hips. It's a good opportunity to press the bones of your outer hip, the left hip, to the floor. You can even tilt the weight forward and back a little with the left hip, the bottom hip. The further your right leg goes, the further your right hip goes, the deeper the stretch is in your arm. Notice how you're holding tension as you sink deeper. More toxins come up to the surface, more stress, tension that needs to be released. And then your nerve system goes into this protective mode. Try to relax. Notice a pause with every breath. And now with your next breath, bring your right knee a little closer. Lift your chest off the floor, and now you're gonna rest on your left arm and take the noodle, move your left leg back or a ball in one moment. I'll show you. Take the noodle or your towel right in the middle of your left thigh. Scoot your hips all the way to the left now. You're resting on your left arm or on a block is great, like so. Okay? And now if you have your balls, you can put the balls on the edge of the thigh. And then you can stack your feet together. You're too high, Mary, I think. Too high. Take it to middle of the thigh. And then listen. Like that? Turn right. You know when you're on something. Trust me. Yeah, you're IT band, right? You're feeling it. So we're going towards the ladder. You can't really stretch your IT band, but there is connective tissue under and around. And what do you do with your right leg? You can stack them together, right on top of the other. You can also cross your ankles, lift your left foot off the floor for more. Oh, ow. Oh, ouch. And then you may not move. You might just stay still until it relaxes. Yes. Breathe, disconnect to your knee, to your low back, to your hips. Take your top and either your forearm on the floor or on your hip is better. And I just sink into the noodle or to your balls or whatever that is. And now you're taking a breath and you're taking a pause in the breath with a bright light. Once in a while, you wiggle your hips like you're dancing, your bones are dancing. It's very quiet, there's not a lot of movement here. And now you're going through all your layers. Every cell is being turned on. When you catch yourself tensing up, change it. The brighter your light is, the more present you are, the more you progress, the more you feel and you learn how to navigate. And look at this as an opportunity for freedom, emotional, physical freedom, energetic freedom. And you feel, if you feel your belly rumbling, that just confirms to you that you are detoxing. Relax your muscles, the longer you're here. then it turns over time, it becomes a good natural drug. Where you want to be in that state of mind. It's like, I could be here forever. So please, our practice is for you to take home. And when you feel comfortable in one place, then find another spot that needs your attention. You might wiggle like you're worming your bones inside of you. We have another 5 breath here. Notice how your top hand wants to press down. That's going to make the nerve system be protective and tense. So either rest your right forearm or your right hand on your left arm. Soft. Where is the light? Where is the light in this little journey? Slowly, slowly come all the way to your back. Take your balls or your noodles under your low back. And then shimmy your hips right and left. And all of a sudden we forgot about the balancing thing we did. Because life, your nerve system is designed to heal. Do like little circles, like you're skipping a rope with your hips slowly and gently. And catch yourself always going the same direction. So change it. And notice why that feels awkward. Breathe into the awkward. Slowly move the noodle out of your way. If you hit the block, move it and notice the amazing feeling. Stretch your legs out. Notice the blood flow, the peace. Soak it in. Make it feel good and energetic and peaceful. And then slowly come back to your belly again. I know. It's hard to come out of this. Okay, shift your body to the left, right hand to 1 o'clock. You have a block, you have your noodle close to you. Shift your body to the left. And now flip your left leg behind you, let it feel good. Ooh, this side is talking to me. All right, so maybe you bend your knees a little to begin with. Don't overdo. If your shoulder is very tense, bend your knees until you have more pliability, where the connective tissue starts to relax and elongate. Your glutes are slightly active. Notice what your left hand is doing. Take your forearm on the floor or on your head. Your pillar of light is right. Every inhalation is a pause, and what comes up when you pause? And you find a way to make peace and relax and find harmony where you are, especially when you feel challenged the most. You may press your right hip to the floor to release tension. The more you feel, the longer your inhalation is, the longer your exhalation, the longer the pause with a brighter light. And then your exhalation is slow with a pause at the bottom of your exhalation. Notice how your fingertips are, soften. Bend your left elbow, lift your chest up a little. And now either rest on your right arm or find the block. Scoot your hips all the way back and find your noodle under your right mid section. You can cross your ankles and then right foot off the floor is going to give you more weight. So your right leg, and then you can rock and roll. You feel that, Mary? So yeah, go to a place that you feel. I don't want to necessarily, the midsection for sure you're going to feel. And then take your top hand on your head. And then relax your bottom arm, your fingertips. A good technician knows how to navigate through the challenges. You first catch yourself tensing up, and then your pillar of light and your breath. Your exhalation is meaningful because you're releasing and vacuuming the toxins and the negativity out of your body. And 20 seconds later, your body is tensing up again and you change it. Visualize little rubber bands in your body are being released, and you're heavier and you're heavier. Once in a while, a little wiggle with your hips to release any tissue that is being pulled, maybe compressing on a nerve and you're liberating it. Maybe even your mid-back, you're like a little worm, worming your body in water. Sometimes I like to open my mouth to make sure that I'm not tensing up. Notice which side is more resistive. Keep that in mind. Now slowly come to your back. This time, Your option is to take the noodle right towards your mid back, right in the middle. Move your block out of the way, or your balls right in the mid back. Oh, and it's gonna be like right over the back lower ribs. Lift and lengthen your tailbone and now open your arms in a cactus. Ever so gently drop your knees to the right and to the left. And notice which side is more talkative to you. Maybe stay on the side that gives you a little more. But try to put pressure on the noodle, like you're crashing the noodle. For some of you, you can leave your glutes off the floor and then go right and left. The slower you move, the more you're gonna feel. You can also skip a rope over the noodle. And then if you have the noodle, come up to a seat. If you have a blanket, use your blanket. And then for the rest of you, just lay on your back. If you have the noodle, the little pointy part goes right around your tailbone. And then your head will be off the floor. Okay, so just a long vertical. Lift and lengthen your tailbone. Open your feet wide, open your arms. And now drop your hips right and left. And now we're reorganizing the spine. Widen your collarbone as you breathe and breathe and breathe. Stretch out your right leg, point your toes. And then tick-tock your left foot right and left. Catch yourself holding your breath. Then bring your left leg in and take your right leg out. Point your right toes. Tick-tock right and left. Bring your right leg in. Shift your body to the right. Move the noodle out of your way. And notice how your back body feels. Oh, hug your knees to your chest very gently. Don't overdo it. Just keep your sacrum down, your belly touching, and then rock and roll side to side. Cup your hands over your knees. Cup your hands here. And then walk one knee forward and one like you're running in place. Good. Slowly release. Take one block under your hips. Lift your feet towards the ceiling in a little sleeping tiger or restorative bridge here. You can lift your legs, micro bending your knees, and just let your feet be heavy. Hands can rest on your knees as well or your thighs. And now visualize the waterfall, slowing your heart rate down, relaxing your mind. Take this opportunity to recharge your batteries, letting go of all the fatigue, the tension, and creating a source of energy and peaceful energy before you move on to your daily life. Feel free to bend and straighten one leg at a time. Very slow motion. One at a time. Your knees, your hands can rest on your knees and one leg. Like you're running slow motion. And the next time you come all the way down with your feet, lift your hips and move the block. Stretch out your legs. If you like to put your noodle under your knees, you can. If you want to put the noodle under your neck, you can. Shavasana. Amazing. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Breathing. Round your hips down. Let your ankles fall right and left. Then visualize a little crystal light radiating through your feet, your lower legs, your thighs, your hips, your glutes, your belly, your low back, your ribs, front, side, and back, your shoulders, your upper arms, your forearms, your hands and your fingers, your throat, your neck, your ears, pieces of your mouth, your eyes, your eyebrows, space between your eyebrows and your hairline, the crown of your head. And every time you're breathing, another light, a little crystal light popping up. And the more crystal lights popping up, the more healing, the more freedom, the more energy. your awareness to your breath again, to your feet. As you bring your hands to your heart center in a prayer pose, bringing your practice back home into your own sacred place where your inner light is always shining, where I invite you to take a pause from time to time, just like you did in your practice today. Checking in, celebrating, and letting go of the things that don't serve you. Bend your knees to your chest, please. Going over to a fetus pose. Take a moment to cherish the fetus pose, that transition between not doing, finding that inner peace inside of you, giving yourself permission to take a pause before you face your daily life. With no strings attached, with no guilt, you deserve this. So you can be a better person, you can give more when you give yourself. Slowly push the floor and come up to a seat. We take a deep inhale. We take a deep exhale. I hope the practice will continue to marinate in your body, is a good word. Finding the balance and the joy with whatever comes our way. I wish you all a wonderful Sunday. Namaste. Thank you so much. Namaste. And I will see you next Sunday for Yin Yoga. We might use the noodle. Today felt like Yin Yoga. Thank you. Thank you at home. Yeah, if you want to get a noodle, they on the dollar store for $1.25. It's well worth it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Here we are.